Last week we had a major battle between the real popular improved clinch and the little-known Jansik knot. The winner, the Jansik, but just barely. Now if you're not familiar with the Jansik, here's how you tie it. The Jansik knot starts with running the line through the hook eye twice. Then bring the line back around again as though you're going to put the line through the hook eye a third time. But instead, wrap the tag end of the fishing line 3 times around the monofilament loops. Pull the knot smoothly and carefully until tight, moisten, and tighten all the way. Now our competitor today is the eye crosser knot, and if you haven't heard of it, that's not surprising. There's very little known about this knot other than the skinny is it's a good strong knot for both monofilament and braid, and works well with light pound test and heavy pound test. Now here's how you tie the eye crosser. The eye crosser starts just like the Jansik. You run the line through the hook eye twice. But now, instead of going and making a loop, you actually pull it tight up against the hook eye. Bring the line out and parallel to the main line, wrap it back 3 times around, moisten and tighten. You've got the eye crosser. It's a knot that's strong enough to pull big bass out of heavy cover, but can it hold up to the Jansik? Let's find out. Now I've got the knot tester already set up. We've got our reigning champ, the Jansik, on the right. We've got our competitor, the eye crosser, on the left. Now both of these knots have been performing very well. Let's see how it does in the head-to-head competition. 18.6. You can see that the Jansik has failed again. The eye crosser and the Jansik are both great knots, but we're finding that the eye crosser is beating the Jansik on a every time basis. I wouldn't hesitate to use either of these knots, but if I given a choice, the eye crosser is a much better option. So how did these knots perform with the other lines? Well, I can tell you both the Jansik and the eye crosser did well with the fluorocarbon. However, they didn't do well at all with the fire line. In fact, the knot slipped right out. I wouldn't recommend either knot for fire line. Next week, we're going to pit the eye crosser against another great knot called the Duncan loop or uni knot. Should be a fierce battle. And if you want to learn how to tie the Jansik, the eye crosser, or any of the knots featured on Knot Wars, go to fishingclub.com. We have all the instructions right there for you. Knot Wars, because no good fishtail ends with a broken knot.